since you're not working at the moment? You have another friend with you. Hello. Hi. Fantastic. Okay. Good. Well, I'm glad that you've got your friend there. I'm going to screen share today. While I bring this up, we'll be talking about small talk. Okay, small talk is everywhere. One moment. It's not coming up like I want. So small talk basically is that simple conversation that we have with people. It could be at work, it could be at home, it could be in the taxi, it could be in many different places. So we want to be sure that we are prepared for these types of conversations because there are some things that we should not talk about, and we've spoken about that before. So in small talk situations, work, taxi, bus, wherever we are, what should we not talk about first? That's the most important. What should we not talk about?
May I read?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
May I read?
See if they're married? Okay, yeah, that could be a little too personal, definitely. Ken, do you have any ideas?
Maybe political conflict.
Oh, yes. Any kind of political anything. It could be political parties, conflicts, situations, anything like that we want to stay away from. All right. What about other?
Yes. Also, some sports fans very sensitive for the result of their favorite team. So I usually avoid. If they talk, I carefully, check which team, they support.
Well, that's quite interesting. I guess I hadn't ever really thought about sports being kind of a negative topic to talk about with strangers. I mean, small talk really happens with people you don't know.
All right, exactly. So, but some people, want to talk like that. I'm glad to win. Yes, the team win yesterday. Such things, and I realized, oh, this person support that team. So I don't say anything. I just say congratulations. Well, that's good. Was something like that. Yes.
Exactly. Huh. Well, that's something. I mean, you're right. You're right. There are many.
All people, not all people. Some people are very eager to support the team. So, yeah.
Exactly. No, I absolutely agree with you. I know even my husband is very passionate about football or soccer here, and he's never really gotten angry, but I know that there have been fights on the news and things like that. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So you're absolutely right. So we'll say sports to never talk about. Any other topics?
Two persons. Politics.
All right, so I've just written here, never talk about sports, politics, marital status.
Maybe too heavy topic from the beginning.
Okay, like deep conversations. Maybe, we could talk about spiritual things. Spirituality is what I'm trying to spell here. Yeah, that could also go towards religion, right? We don't want to talk about religion. So that's good. We kind of don't want to ask about their age or anything like that. We don't need, that's not a normal, typical, everyday topic that we want to discuss either. It could be a compliment and you could think, oh, well, they're probably younger than me, so I'll say that. And maybe they're not. So it could be a compliment, but in general, you kind of don't want to talk about that. Or money. You never want to talk about money. You could make someone feel terrible or angry. Again, it's just a very controversial topic. Okay?
Right.
So good. I think more or less we've gotten the majority of these. So the important ones anyway. So good. Well, Ismail, do you want to read? Because you don't have any patience right now.
Yes. Now I can read. Sorry,
Okay, I think
yes,
that would be great. Can you see this on the page?
yes.
You can see. Okay.
I can see. There are moments in our lives in which we have to speak with people we don't know or people we have just met. When this happens, we generally speak about something, so we aren't surrounded by an awkward silence. So we will discuss some appropriate topics to speak about today. This advice will be great in any kind of situation, work or life.
Exactly. Thank you, Ismail. And Elle, you're here. We're already recording. Are you hiding?
Okay, you see me? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I can see you. So,
Yeah,
welcome.
thank
Okay, that's what I
you.
thought. Perfect. All right. So, welcome, Elle. So we're talking about small talk. So Ismail just read this wonderful paragraph for us about what small talk is. And it's basically when we talk to people we don't really know. And it's so we aren't surrounded by an awkward silence. Now, we've all been in this situation, but do we understand what awkward silence means?
Yes.
Could you explain it?
How can I say maybe uncomfortable silence?
Okay, yeah, it's that
Two people,
silence. Mm-hmm.
two people just remain silent. People feel how can I say uncomfortable, probably.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's when you maybe first meet someone and then, oh, hi, my name is, hi, and then there's no more conversation and you have to sit and wait and you're like, okay, what do I say? What do I do? And it's,
Right.
yeah, very strange. It's a very awkward. Awkward is strange, not comfortable situation. So
Mhm.
I just wanted to talk about that. And again, we can find ourselves in this situation. It could be at work or in general daily life. It doesn't really matter. So yep, we'll just talk about some appropriate things to look at. So we'll be looking at some sample sentences, and with these sample sentences, you can adjust them for any situation. Okay, so today I have them in different topics. Okay. So the first topic we're going to look at is the weather. Very typical situation, the weather. Neutral. Then if you want to get into more of a conversation after we look at these phrases, you can say, oh, well, I love it when it rains. Oh, I don't like it when it rains because of this, etc., etc. So you kind of start out with a general topic, and then after that, you might be able to go into more detail if you have time. If you want to, okay?
Mhm.
So let's see. Ken, why don't you read these phrases? And I have to move down, okay, because there's more, but you just can read these, okay? And then we'll talk about
Okay.
them.
Okay, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Can you believe how much rain we've gotten in the past week? Looks like it's going to rain later. What do you think? I bet the weather in Hawaii is better than here. I couldn't ask for better weather. Did you order the rain? Because I know I didn't. How about this weather?
Okay, so another thing I wanted to mention is that these are in very, very, very colloquial phrases, sentences, things that are very common for us, at least in the United States, to say. So I'd like to ask Elle, as you have the most living experience in the United States, have you heard these expressions? I'm sorry?
I just got up. I just get up.
Oh, no, did you
That
use
is
your coffee,
okay.
Elle?
Okay. Yeah, have it.
Okay, good. Take a couple big drinks of that and
So,
my first
could
question
you
will
ask
be
me?
easy. Yes. Have you heard of these expressions before?
Yes, I heard. I did. I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Right.
Yep, no, that's fine. Okay, so you can drink your coffee. I'll go back to Ken. Okay.
Okay.
So we first have this. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Do you remember what kind of structure this is in?
Tag correction.
Yes, question tags. And what do question tags do?
How can I say it's I think it's soften the nuance. It's a beautiful day, or it's beautiful day, isn't it? At least in this correction, yeah, it's a correction. So ask, maybe asking something.
Okay, good. So
So
yes, I'm sorry. Yes, continue.
so the speaker person, how can I say, try to communicate with the person using correction.
Yes. So what you're saying is it's a beautiful day. You're saying your own opinion, and then you're asking for the other person's opinion, isn't it? Don't you think?
Right.
Okay. And with this, then they're going to respond with more. For example, if I say to you, Ken, it's a beautiful day.
Really?
You don't really have to respond. You can say, yeah, it is. I agree. Yes. Mm-hmm. There's
Yeah,
really
that's
no
right.
more information that I'm looking for. When I say it's a beautiful day, isn't it? And Ken, you can say, oh, it absolutely is. I love when the sun is shining. There are no clouds in the sky. Oh, it's so beautiful for this day in January. Okay, so it gives you a little bit more detail, a little bit more information. Okay, a little. So it's like you're looking for them to say more. Okay, so that's good. So can you believe how much rain we've gotten in the past week? This is now a different kind of sentence. Is can you believe? Can you imagine? And so again, we're saying, yeah, I know it's been raining every day. It allows the other person to engage in the same conversation. Okay. It's a lot different than it's rained a lot recently. But by just saying that phrase, it's rained a lot, the other person doesn't have to continue speaking. Do you see what I mean? So these are basically, a lot of these are questions or really interesting phrases in which the other person will want to answer. Okay.
Right.
Looks like it's going to rain later. What do you think? Again, asking their opinion specifically. You can do kind of a crazy sentence. I bet the weather in Hawaii is better than here. Oh, yeah, ha. And then maybe you can say, well, I've never been to Hawaii, but I'd love to go. And maybe the other person is gone. So again, it will also, allow you to open up to other topics as well. We couldn't ask for better weather. It's great weather. I like this one. Did you order the rain? What does it mean by that? Did you order?
It doesn't make.
Yeah.
No,
Are you awake?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I say these questions, I just laughing.
It sounds really funny now that I don't live in the United States, but my parents have said this a million times. Did you order the rain? What are they trying to say with this?
They just try to make you laugh.
Okay. Kind of, but actually what they're saying is, did you want it to rain? Did you order this rain? It's kind of like, how do I explain this?
Oh, really?
Yeah, did you say, hey, I want it to rain? Because the person that's speaking says, because I know I didn't want it to rain. So it's, again, kind of like, yeah, it is kind of like a joke, but it's like the Hawaii sentence. Like, it's kind of a crazy sentence and ridiculous. Oh, did you want it to rain? Because I didn't. So just it's a different way of asking.
But it's like a joke.
Exactly. It's like, basically this whole sentence is saying, I don't like when it rains. Do you? Yeah. Kind of, more or less. Ken, have you heard of this type of sentence before about ordering a type of weather?
No, I think it's I thought, it is American joke.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely American. I mean, it's common, okay? Like, this is normal. So.
Also, sorry, this person want to have rain or doesn't want to?
The person speaking doesn't. So let's say, for example, Ken, I'll say, did you order the rain? Because I know I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And then just another kind of typical question. How about this weather? What do you think about this weather, basically? Okay. So good. We have a lot of topics. Well, a decent amount of topics to get through. So now the next topic we have is current events. And Elle, if you'd like, you can read.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just these. Okay.
Okay. What do you think about the bank strike? Did you catch the news last night? Did you hear about the fire? How about the football team? The football team, they will probably come in first this season. So I heard on the radio this morning that they are going to start building. Could you move up a little bit?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Sorry.
Building a new park.
Okay. So yeah, that's it for this part. Just again, some introductory sentences just to get you started on something. So this first one is talking about a strike. Who can tell me what a strike is?
Strike is mean, for example, if the employees of the factory don't like something of like some system, or they don't get raise, or they don't, something like that, and they try to protesting.
Okay, yeah, good.
To get what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perfect. No, I think that's great. That's exactly what I was looking for. It's when people are protesting, they say, nope, we want higher wages, we want better conditions, we're not going to work, and we're going to protest. That's exactly what it is. So we could fill in this blank with many different types of protests or strikes. Okay, it could be an education strike, a work strike, transport strike, lots of different things. Okay. Again, this is pretty common here. Did you catch the news last night? What are they trying to say here? Did you catch the news?
Yeah. Did you follow the news last night, or did you read the news, watch the news, something?
Mm-hmm. Did you catch the news? To me, is like, did you see the news last night? Okay. Did you watch the news? Did you see the news? Okay. Again, something common is, did you hear about the fire or the explosion or some kind of natural, don't want to say natural disaster, but some kind of disaster that happened. All right. Ken said not to talk about sports. I agree with that. So this one's controversial. How about that football team?
Like, you don't like? You don't like the football?
I mean, some sportsmen are very honest for supporting their favorite team. So they don't want to hear the negative thing about the supported team or result of the game. Yeah. So I'm checking beforehand, why
Yeah. Like a politic things.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So, kind of one of those sensitive conversations. I think everyone knows I don't like controversy either. So it's one of those topics that you just want to be careful that you don't bother anyone. And so maybe instead of saying, how about that football team, you can say, do you like sports in general? And kind of start that way and let it, and
better.
Great. Exactly. It's not like you're directly talking about some football team or some other team. And so you just say, do you enjoy sports? Do you enjoy doing sports, or do you play sports? Do you enjoy watching sports? So there are different topics that we could talk about related to sports, but also not controversial. And that's the safe, that's a safe area. So, okay. So that's fine. Let's see. I heard on the radio this morning. Okay. So that's something you could also say, current events. So this morning on the radio, I heard they're going to do this. Okay. So, again, it's just something kind of different that you could talk about if you wanted. Okay. Any questions or comments here? No? Okay. Perfect. Well, then what we'll do is move down, and Ken, it will be your turn to talk about the day. Okay, so we have just everyday conversation about today. All right, and I will have to move down. This one's a little bit longer.
Okay. How are you doing? How has your day been so far? What have you been up to today? Are you doing anything interesting later this afternoon? What are your plans for later night? Has anything exciting happened today?
Okay. I think that's about it. Because again, all of these are talking about today. Okay. So we have the general, how are you doing? Okay, that's a general question that's really common. Everyone should know that one already. But we have different variations of those as well. Okay. So we have, how has your day been so far? Or we can also say been going so far, okay, to change it a little bit. And what does this one mean, so far? What does so far refer to?
So far means until now.
Okay, good. Yeah. So basically, since the time you woke up to the time to now, right? So that's what they're asking with that. What have you been up to today? What are they asking here?
Maybe what happened? Sounds like what happened or something like that.
Okay, kind of. Elle, have you heard of this question before?
Yeah, I heard, I did, but I'm not okay. It's like what is it's the same meaning, like that day. What have been you doing on that day?
Okay, exactly.
What have you been up to today? Right? Is it correct? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's fine. You both are in the same kind of area. It's it's the structure of the sentence which is confusing. What have you been up to today? What have you been up to in the past 10 months? You know, we can change the time clause here to use it in a different sentence as well. Now, to be up to something means that you're doing something, okay? So this is a 3-word phrasal verb that I wanted to talk about here, okay? That's what's going on here. Any questions about that? Have you heard that before?
You know, this sentence I like to use it, but when I try to use it, I have confusing about what or how. How have you? Yeah, how have you been? How have you been up to today? What have you been? Which one is correct? But
what have you been up to?
Yeah, but end up I use how are you doing?
Yeah, that's going back to the basics, the safe zone. Okay, yes, we all do that in another language. I also do it in Spanish. But yeah, what have you been up to is very common in the United States. We use so many different phrasal verbs. And I want to specify in the United States because I've never lived in England, okay? So I don't know. I'm assuming they do as well. Maybe the same, maybe different ones. But it's kind of important, like, to at least be able to understand the phrases. If you can't use it yourself, that's fine. But we want to be able to understand, you know,
I like to use something different. How are you doing? I use it from primary school when I was primary school in Thailand. But right now I'm in US. I should use something like more advanced.
Well, that's okay. I mean, yes, you can.
No, I'm just joking.
Well, and that's the other thing too, is whatever you feel comfortable with is important. Okay. So if you don't feel comfortable using this, or if you're with someone that you know is going to be accepting and not a problem, not worried about how you're speaking, you can say, how have you been to up today? Okay. We're still going to understand, even though it's not perfect. Okay. So what I would recommend to everybody is to put yourself in a situation that you don't mind speaking incorrectly and say, hey, was that correct? Or should I have used that differently? Okay. So that's what is that kind of situation. We have to make mistakes in order to learn, okay? And that's the situation. I've spoken incorrectly multiple times in Spanish. I learn sometimes, or there are times that I think, I know something doesn't sound right here, but I don't know exactly how to say it. Okay? So that's another thing. It's that self-awareness. It's to understand that it's not correct. And that's okay. We're learning, okay? So any questions or comments about that?
Yeah, it's a bit difficult phrase for non-native speakers. So sometimes I think, what have you been? How have you been? At the beginning I thought they are asking about where did I go. I've been to Paris or such kind of thing, but actually not.
Exactly. And that's the difference. It's not, physically where have you been, but what have you been doing to be up to? Let me just consult with my favorite word reference quickly to find the exact synonym. But I say, what have you been doing? Be up to. No, it's not in here. I wonder if I just look if the word be, because I do have, there's so many. Wow, there's so many phrasal verbs with the verb to be. This is crazy. Be barred. Be careful. No, I don't think it's going to be in here. There's way too many. Yeah, it says next 100. It's only at be carried on, and so no. So yeah, that's going to be impossible. But anyway, yes. What have you been doing today? What have you been doing? Your activities. Okay? The next one we have, are you doing anything interesting later this afternoon? Okay? A couple things here. What is our verb tense in this sentence?
Present continuous.
Okay, and why are we using the present continuous form?
Because day is going on.
Okay, and because it's a future situation.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so we can say, let me try it with the be going to. No. What are you going to be doing? No. Are you going to be doing anything interesting later this afternoon? Okay, so it sounds very strange. Are you going to be doing anything later on this afternoon? So this one sounds better. Also, I wanted to mention, as I was writing this, I was thinking about my parents, my father specifically, and he will say, and Elle, you might have heard this saft. Okay, now this is not a real word, so everyone knows. The saft means this afternoon. My dad says this all the time. What are you doing this saft? Yeah, I have a meeting this saft.
I never heard about it, but I kind of guess what it is.
Okay, well, just so you know, if you do hear it, that's what it is. All right. Welcome to Wisconsin. So, very good. What are your plans? Sorry. Has anything exciting happened today? So again, kind of other general questions. Anything here that you'd like to comment on? Nope. Okay.
No.
So that's fine. So Elle, it's going to be your turn, right? So there's just a couple of these. I think there's 3 or 4. Basically, introducing yourself. So it's kind of that phrase of, hey, I don't know you, but here I am. All right. So Elle, when you're ready.
Okay. Hey, we always seem to run into each other this time of day. My name is Elle. How was yours? Hello. How are you today? My name is Becky. I've worked here for 10 years. What about you? Hi, I'm not sure if you remember me or not, but we met last night at the work lunch. My name is blah blah blah. Hey, I've seen you around here. Al, and you? I'm happy it's Friday. Are you looking forward to the weekend?
Okay. So good. So we have 4 different situations here, and they're all, again, kind of giving a general, saying something, but then really introducing yourself. Okay. So any questions about this?
Oh, sorry.
Is it common in America to introduce the name, maybe first name, from at the
Yes.
beginning? For example, I encounter the people on the street or shop, and do I have to say my name to them?
No. This is
Okay.
if you can just say hi and walk away. That's fine.
Okay.
In this situation, if you see someone repeatedly, just like in the first sentence, hey, we always seem to run into each other at this time of day. Hey, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. We're always both getting coffee at the same exact time. Let's introduce ourselves. I've seen you 5 times already. Let's not be strangers anymore. So it's that about like developing kind of more of a relationship, and maybe say, hey, I've been meeting this afternoon. What department do you work in? And that way you can sort of develop a relationship. So every time you see this person in the morning, say, oh, how was that meeting last night or yesterday afternoon? Okay, so that's how you develop a work relationship when you don't work with someone in the same department. All right, so it's kind of that like little way in. Okay. So those are the types of situations here about introducing yourself. No, if you're on the street, you don't have to. No, you don't. No one would really do that. There is a guy here in Rwanda where I live, and he's like, hi, I'm blah, 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 and he'll say his 4 names because here they have a first name, a second name, and 2 last names, okay? So he'll say his 4 names, and he's like, look me up on Facebook. Some random older guy, I mean, he's got to be in his 70s or 80s. He just wants to be friends with everybody, and it's weird. Because I've been on the bus before, he's like, hey, I'm da-da-da-da-da. Look me up on Facebook. Okay. I haven't done that yet. But I've seen it multiple times. It's really funny. So people like that, there's strange people like that. But no, in general, you don't introduce your name unless you are looking for more of a relationship than just, hey, how's it going? Okay. Same like this, hey, how are you today? To break the ice, as we say. My name is, I've worked here for, let's say, 10 years. What about you? Okay. Or, what department are you from? When did you start working? So you can change these, but the main idea is here. Okay.
You know what?
Yes. I don't know what.
Like Asian culture. We never try to break the ice at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Not culture like an American. Yes.
Yeah, not like an American. We don't try to do that.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, when I see this, I get used to. I know how it's like, because when I walk outside my neighbor, everyone try to introduce like this, but for me, I like to walk away from them. Yeah, it's not our culture to do this.
Yeah, I suppose I've never really thought of that. I mean, Americans are definitely special. Okay, we'll say that. And I just don't know what else I can say.
I think my presumption, since America is an immigrant country, many people, came outside the U.S. at the beginning, so they need to know others, more than maybe kind of long histories countries, Japan or Thailand. Almost many people live a long time there. So then they know some background things, almost similar. But in America, maybe more diverse, so they need to know or introduce themselves, probably.
That could be. I suppose I haven't really ever thought of that.
Yeah.
I don't know why we are that way, but we're pretty open. I think that's why we're loud as well, is because we're just like open-minded or something. Or I shouldn't say open-minded because that's not always true either. But interesting. Well, okay. Elle, do you have any other opinions?
Yeah, I think I kind of agree with him. Yeah, maybe because of the culture. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I don't really know. I think we just like to know everything. I'm a very nosy person. Basically, to be nosy means that you like to know everything, and that's definitely me. Okay, I get that from my dad. Also, my physical nose is from my dad, which I like to joke about. But I think we just like to know everything. So, that could be part of it too. And I think in general, everyone has some kind of intrigue in someone who's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, they're moving in? Oh, well, what are they?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
want...
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Tell me more information. I don't know. It's we like that kind of stuff.
You know what? I have something to ask you, Becky.
Okay.
Somebody asked me about, because I am a citizen right now, and then she asked me why you want to be American citizen. One of my neighbor asked me. I think it's just I feel like you shouldn't ask these questions.
Well, again, it's kind of going back to that nosy situation of, I mean, it's something interesting for us too. I mean, when I was younger, I thought that everyone wanted to be an American citizen because supposedly, it's a really good place to live. I don't know what to say. And so it's kind of our opinion that you want to be like us, but I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation. Yeah. So, again, I think it's just because someone wants to know. It's like me being here in Spain. Why do you want to be here? Well, I like the country better. Your husband's there, and so I mean, you have your reasoning. So.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, we just like to know everything.
Yeah, we have a new friend.
Great. Perfect. All right. Well, good. I know we have Sanalua. Hello. Hanula. Or Khan. I know I've seen the word Khan, the name Khan before, but with that, we are going to continue with this next one, waiting in a public place. So move this down a little bit. For now, Ken, why don't you read this for us, okay?
Okay. I didn't think they'd be so busy today. The bus must be running late today. Do you ride the bus often? I have to remember they're busy at this time of day. How long have you been here? How long have you been waiting here? How old is your baby, dog, etc.? It's a nice day to be inside, isn't it?
Okay. So again, this is when you're waiting somewhere. And again, in line, I've seen this even here in Spain. It's definitely American. I was at the post office, and this woman came in with, was it a couple? It was an American couple and a Spanish woman, I think, and they were talking about something, and I was like, oh, wow, welcome to America. It was just the way that they were acting and asking the questions and how they were so involved in the situation, and it was a little too much for me. And again, they were all it seems like they had just met that day, that the Spanish woman was just helping them get to the post office. And so I don't know what happened. But we always ask, okay? So if you're waiting next to someone and it's going to be a while, why not talk to them, okay? Personally, I'm not like that. But you could say, oh, I didn't think they'd be so busy today. You know, if you have to wait for a long time, it's a general thing that you could say. That could either spark a conversation or start a conversation or not. Now, if I'm someone like who I don't like to talk to strangers in public just because. So if someone were to say this to me, I would probably either ignore them or I'd say, it is, and stop talking. So this depends on the person. So you have to read how the other person answers. If they're very impulsive, oh, yeah, I knew they'd be busy, but I can't come at any other time, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, then they continue the conversation. That's okay. But for me personally, I probably wouldn't respond, honestly. Questions or comments about these? Anything here?
I think how long have you been? Yeah, I got it. The meaning of how long have you been there here? Maybe how long have you been waiting here or something?
Exactly.
I got it,
How long have you been waiting here? Anything else?
Not particularly from me.
Yeah.
Nothing else, Al?
Nothing for me.
And I just want to mention the one with the baby and the dog. Okay, this one. Basically, they have that the baby or the dog with them is what I want to say with that. Okay. Because if not, then you don't want to. I mean, there's nothing to ask about. And then this last one here is a nice day to be inside, isn't it? What do you think this means?
It's nice day to be inside, isn't it? Because maybe cold outside. It's very cold or hot. Not good weather outside. That's why they need to get inside to get some air condition or some heat.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's a nice day to be inside, is that it's either too hot or too cold outside where you're not comfortable. So there's that. And these two basically are the same as well. Okay. How long have you been here? How long have you been waiting here? So like Ken said, basically the same. Okay. And I just want to mention must be running late today. The bus must be running late today. This is something that we say when, oh, the bus is late. But running doesn't mean like physical, like walking fast. I'm trying to think how I can explain this, is that the bus isn't on time. The bus is late. Okay, but we use the expression to be running late, basically. Okay.
With the vehicle transportation, something like this, right? We use running, some like this kinds of sentence we use with the vehicle only. Oh, maybe.
I think so. No, because I can be running late. People can be running late as well.
Yeah. Right. Okay, right. Yeah, people as well. Okay.
Yeah. Now that's a really good question. I had to think about that. I was like, wait a second. All right. And I think we have one more down here. Let me see. Con, are you there, or do you want to speak today? Okay, well, Elle, why don't you go ahead and you can read this last one of observations.
Observations. Okay. I really like your sweater. Where did you get it? I love your shoes. They go great with your outfit. I just love your hat. Where did you find it? Thanks for getting that paperwork back to me so fast. Hey, I have a shirt just like that. Where did you get it?
Okay, so this one's kind of the different one. All right, so I'll mention that one first. This is basically an observation. Hey, I noticed you worked really hard very quickly. Thank you for doing that. Okay. Now, the rest of these have something to do with clothes. And not only are we saying, something. I have a shirt like that. I love your hat, your shoes, your sweater. Okay. We're also asking questions. Where did you get it? Or we're saying a compliment. They go great with your outfit. They go perfectly. They match. They suit the outfit. Okay. So instead of saying, where did you get it all the time, where did you find it? We can change the verb. And this last one is, where did you get it again? Okay. So any questions with the observation questions?
The last one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I have a shirt like that. Where did you get it? And what does this mean? What does it refers?
Well, first we have, hey, I have a shirt just like that. We're very similar to that. Where did you get it? Where did you buy it? Where did you find it? Okay, because then you're probably going to respond with the place that you got it. Oh, it was a gift from my da-da-da. They got it at store, for example.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I got it.
Good. That's perfect. Elle, do you have any questions or comments?
Nothing. Thanks.
All right. Well, very good. So, more small talk. So that was actually part 2. We've done a class in the past about small talk. So just some more conversations to have with more people. So what I'm doing just now is, today is the 7th. So for next class on Wednesday, because we're finally back to our normal schedule, we are going to talk about why people set goals and fail. I actually saw something yesterday, I think it was last night, on Facebook, a video about why people set a goal to lose weight and then they don't accomplish that goal for many different reasons. So I thought that was quite interesting. I'll have to see if I can find it and maybe post it online or something. But it's not your fault, basically, is what they say. And February 9th, I think they said was like, when everyone, like, that's when people who really aren't motivated stop going on those diets, stop working out, and things like that. So it was quite interesting, very truthful, very realistic. So with that, we're about finished. So any other questions or comments from anybody?
No. Thank you very much.
Very good. Well, Ismail is there working. It looks like I don't even think he can hear me at the moment. So, Khan, thanks for joining as well, even if it was in the last little bit. And everyone, hopefully enjoy your sunny day. Elle, what's the weather like today?
Oh, I think it's cloudy today.
Oh, we don't like cloudy.
Yesterday was nice. Today is bad. I think it's going to rain maybe.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, it's sunny here, and I am going to do some laundry again. Yay! So
enjoy.
Yeah, we'll take advantage. The third load today already. So in the last one. So enjoy your day. Happy Monday. We're finally back on a Monday, and I will hopefully see you on Wednesday. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
You're
thank you very
welcome.
much.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.